Alrighty guys, so welcome to another video here. In this video, I want to kind of go over two concepts, kind of kill two birds with one stone here, even though we really shouldn't be killing birds anyways. What I want to do is, one, I'm going to go over a trade that I did a little while ago that I got a lot of questions on and a lot of people wanted me to do like a little recap video on it. So I actually said that I was going to do a video on it, but for those of you that follow me really closely, especially on Instagram, this trade happened when I was like really sick a couple months ago. And, for those of you that don't follow me closely, I got really, really sick. Like I was like dying and in bed, like I had no energy. So I didn't have like the time or the energy to make the video for you guys. But it's a blessing that even though I was like dying in bed, I was still able to make money. Anyways, that's not the point here. So, I got somebody that on Twitter, they messaged me today actually asking me about that trade again. So I figured, all right, if people are still asking about that trade, then, let me go ahead and do a little recap video on it for you guys. So that's one trade that I'm going to do for you guys. It's a trade that I did on VLO. I made a $2,000 profit overnight on the trade. It required somewhere around $3,500 to place the trade. We'll calculate everything here. I'll actually go in depth with it a little bit with you guys here. So that's the first concept that we're going to go over in this. And then the second idea that I want to kind of address here is the fact that it doesn't matter what program or app that I'm using. Everybody's always asking me, oh, what app is that? What app is that? What app is that? Or, oh, what program are you using? They're asking me as if it's the program that is magically making me the money. They're asking as if it's the app that's making me the money. It's not the app, it's not the program, it's none of that. It's the knowledge that I have. I can go and use any other app, any other program, and still make money. That's the whole point behind learning. And that's another thing. For those people that are asking me, oh, what app are you using? What app are you using? What program is that? You're asking the wrong question, because if you don't know what app I'm using and all that, well, first of all, it's a very well-known program and app. If you've been in the stock market for even 6 months and been around it, you'll know what this is. But even aside from that, let's say you don't know what this is. That's not the question you should be asking. You shouldn't be asking, what app is that, or how do I download that program, or all that kind of stuff. You should be asking, where can I learn? How can I learn? That's a problem with stock trading, is that there are no prerequisites to start. You don't need a degree, you don't need any kind of training or anything like that. You just go open up an account and there you are. You can start. And that's part of the reason why a majority of people lose money when they start trading, is because they don't know what they're doing. They're just going in all blind and saying, yeah, I'm a stock trader, I opened up an account, blah, blah, blah. Imagine what terrible of a world we would live in if anyone could be a doctor. Anybody, no training, no college degree, no nothing, no residency, nothing at all. No learning from someone else that's already doing it. No, you guys get what I'm saying? None of that. Anyone can be a doctor. How terrible would that be? Imagine anybody could be a police officer. They don't even need to apply. They don't even need to go to a training or anything. You just, go buy a gun and get a badge out of the cereal box, and now you can go walk around pulling people over. And, as long as you have that badge, which is free to get because you can get it in a cereal box, anybody can get it. Imagine what terrible situations we'd be living in. So, apply that same mentality to stock trading. If you try to go perform surgery on somebody without having any knowledge on what you're doing, what do you think is going to happen? You're probably going to kill them. So imagine if you try to perform surgery on your stock trading account without knowing what you're doing or without learning. You're going to kill your account. Then you're going to lose motivation. Then you're going to give up. And then you're going to just, it's not a pretty picture. So we're going to address two things here. I'm going to do the trade recap, and it's going to also address the fact that it does not matter what app I'm using. I kind of went on this little rant a little bit on Instagram and Twitter a few months back, but I still have people messaging me all that kind of stuff. It's, believe it or not, on the video I just posted previous to this one, somebody was commenting asking, oh, what program are you using? What app are you using? I'm like, guys, Come on. That's not what you should be asking. If you want to know, it's not a secret. I trade with Ameritrade. They're a reputable broker. They're out there. I'm not trying to pitch one of these shady brokers to you guys that all these other guys are doing just because they get a kickback from the broker. I don't get any kickbacks from brokers or anything like that, and I would legally have to disclose if I did. So trust me, I'm not one of those guys that are out there doing that. So I don't want to ramble on too much about this. The point is, it doesn't matter what app you're using. This is Ameritrade. This is Thinkorswim. It's a program by Ameritrade. You download Ameritrade. Well, you don't download Ameritrade. You open an account with Ameritrade. You can download this free. All of that. But it doesn't matter if you're using this or something else. The app I'm using on my phone is just the app from Ameritrade. It's like if you do your banking with Bank of America. Let's say you work a normal job, right? Just any normal job. Let's say you're a doctor even, not even a normal job. And, you get direct deposit into your account. Let's say $5,000 a month. So you'll take a screenshot and post it for your friends. Look, I made $5,000 this month. Then people want to know, oh, what bank do you use? It's not the bank that's responsible for you making that $5,000, $4,000 a month. It's the person's skill set. They go to a job. They perform there. You get what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what app I'm using. It doesn't matter if you're using Bank of America or Chase Bank. You're going to get paid either way as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So that's the analogy here. Like I said, I already went over the rant a little bit, but I still have people asking me about it. So that means that it didn't stick, or that means these people that are asking me about it did not see that little rant that I went on. So I'm going to bring the rant to YouTube. It's a little more permanent than a rant on an Instagram story or something like that. So just to start it off, it was on VLO. I posted it on Twitter too. It was a $2,000 profit. I'll just read the caption to you guys. I woke up to a nice $2,000 profit on VLO. You got to learn how to make money while you sleep. I said, and I did it on a different app. Just for those that think it's the app that makes the money, it's not the app that matters. It's the knowledge behind the user of the app that matters. So this app now right here is E-Trade. I'm sure you guys, if you're into the stock trading scene or you want to get into it, I'm sure you've heard of at least E-Trade or Ameritrade. One of the two. So this is E-Trade. This is the app of E-Trade, just showing you guys, look, I made money on E-Trade, I made money on Ameritrade, it does not matter. So that's that point getting out of the way now. I don't want to ramble too much on that. I know there's going to be somebody that's going to comment on this video as like a joke saying, what app are you using? But anyways, that's that. So we're going to go over this VLO trade real briefly here. It was on May 17th. I had a June 15th expiry. So it means I had some time on it. It wasn't a this week or even a current month or even a next week, anything like that. I had a decent amount of time on the trade. But I closed it out on the next day. I was planning and willing to hold it throughout that week, for the next week. But, what am I going to get mad that I have a $2,000 profit? You see what I'm saying? Thing that I was saying in the previous video. Am I going to get mad? No. I'm not going to get mad about it. So I'm going to take my profit and run with it. So anyways, let's actually get into everything here on it. I went in and I even got my orders and all of that just to show you guys. It's all from that E-Trade app too. So I'm going to show you it on that E-Trade app, but I'm going to show it to you on the Ameritrade platform, the Thinkorswim that I use, because really it doesn't matter. So that's that. Let's hop over here. Let me pull up the VLO. And then this Facebook, actually, it's a trade that I did today. I took a little $600 profit on it, as you guys... Oh, this is SPY. Hold on, Facebook. $600 or $595. I'm sorry, guys. I keep forgetting. I got to correct myself because I got to watch what I say. There's people that they get mad over every little thing. Oh, my God. It's not a $600 profit. That's $595. Why are you lying to people? What is wrong with people these days? I don't know. They're so, like I always say, you can't make everybody happy. So just remember, as a side note, whatever it is you do in life, if you have a craft, don't try to make everybody happy. You won't be able to. Just do what you want to do. Enjoy your life. Help others in a way that you'd like to. And just don't worry about the people that nag, basically. So this Facebook trade, I actually tried to do a video on it. It's the same as that Apple trade, the $2,000 profit Apple trade that I have on the previous video from here. I caught it at the tail end of the trade. I was like, oh, maybe I should make a YouTube video out of this or something like that. So I started recording, and, I closed the trade out, and I was doing my little commentary on it. It was like right around this area down here in the morning somewhere. And it's actually this video right here that I uploaded, but I decided, you know what, I'm probably not going to upload it just because of the fact that there were a lot of people complaining on the other video, the one that I posted previous of this, the Apple one, that's very similar to that Facebook one right here. And they were complaining and saying like, oh, I don't like this video. You didn't show the entry, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, man, I ain't got to show you anything at all. I don't even have to make the video. But, like I said, you can't keep everybody happy. So it was the same thing. I started recording as the trade, the profit was already there. And, I recorded the exit of the trade and all that. But then I realized, you know what? I don't want people to complain and nag anymore. Plus, I can always make another video. So that was the Facebook trade from today. Nothing too crazy. I don't want to spend too much time on that. That wasn't the highlight of this video. But just now that we're here, for the sake of it, this is why I always say stay disciplined and take your profits. I was trading Facebook puts, which means you make money when the stock goes down. So obviously you can see the stock was going down. And I took my profit somewhere right around here, like right below the 170 area. And look, it bounced. It completely reversed. So if I didn't take my profit and I got greedy, saying, oh man, I only made $600, I wanted $1,000 or blah, 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 whatever it is, obviously you have a plan for every trade. I teach my students to have a plan for every trade. So, you're going to know how much to expect to make and how much to expect to lose before getting into the trade. But that's besides the fact. So my point is I'm not going to get mad that I had a $600 profit. I'm going to take my profit. It did even end up going down a little bit lower, so I could have had more, but I'm not going to complain. I had my profit. I took it. The stock completely bounced. So if I was holding the whole trade and didn't take my profit, I would have been giving back my profits pretty much. So that's why you just take your profits and you run with it. Everybody always asks, oh, why do you usually trade in the morning, or why do you take your profits quickly, blah, blah, blah. Because why? What do I need to get greedy for and allow it to reverse on me? No. But anyways, that's besides the fact. So I had that little video. I might decide to upload it. Who knows? I might decide not to. At this moment, I decided, nah, it's probably not even worth it. I might even put a little clip of it right here just for the sake of it, because I was having a little bit of fun with the video too about when it was bouncing too, and I'm saying, watch, it's going to go up. So we'll see. I might put a little thing in it just to make it a little bit of a longer video for you guys, give you guys more to watch here. Okay, I'm back for a second. So look at Facebook. We're already back up here at 170. I mean, literally, it was just a quick pause. Literally, like 2 minutes went by and it bounced back up. Look, she's about to fly. It's going to go. I'm telling you. I might as well get some calls, guys, but I'm not going to, because you got to stay disciplined and stick to your plan and not overtrade. But look it. It's going to be above 170.20 in a second here, I promise you. Let's just watch. Oh my God, there she goes. All right. I'm just kidding. Don't get all hype and excited over little small moves like that. I just like to add a little bit of entertainment here for you guys. But anyways, this is my exact point. Here she goes. Really, she's going. Or, I'm sorry, I got an email from somebody once that said, stop calling stocks she. It's offensive. Man, you really can't keep anyone happy these days. But anyways, I closed it out right around the 160.50 area. We're at 170.38, guys. I'd be giving up my profits right now if I was still holding it. Now, that's not to say that it could still go lower in the day, but I'm just trying to say this is why you got to take your profits. Stick to your plan, stay disciplined, take your profits. It's going to keep going. It's going to squeeze them. But, we're not going to sit here and debate that the whole entire day. But I just wanted to bring the video back for you guys real quick here for just 1 second. There she is, right at the 0.50 now. She's going. So anyways, 62. I should have gotten the calls. But we don't overtrade. So anyways, that was that, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do the thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, I guess do the thumbs down. Subscribe, all that. Follow me on Instagram, at BijanTrades, Twitter, Who's BijanT. If you want to learn how to do this stuff, it's time to take action. You go to BijanTrades.com. You can take some action there. Turn in an application for the mentorship course. If you don't want to take the mentorship course, you don't want to turn in an application, I got the video lesson course for you guys there. So anyways, that was pretty much that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Just have a great day, my friends. I really just love the stock market. But anyways, let me now get back into this VLO trade, the one that matters. So taking it back here, it was on May 17th when I got out of the trade. Right here. Here's where I took the profit on the trade. May 17th. So I got in the trade right here. So let me show you guys the orders real quick and we'll calculate everything out. This is my first order. I took the screenshot on my phone today and then I airdropped it to myself. So on May 16th at 10:19 a.m., I bought 6 contracts for the price of $304 each. So for those of you that are already familiar with how options work, and you know, one contract is equivalent to 100, so one contract would have been $304 each. So since I had 6 of them, 6 times 304 is $1,824. So it's May 16th. I have a June 15th expiry, so we have a month of time. Yeah, there's a little bit of commissions fees that goes involved with it, but I mean, what? Let's say it's like $50 worth of commissions fees total. I mean, am I going to complain? I made $2,000 on the trade, you know? It's not that big of a deal. You see what I'm saying? So anyways, and that's another reason why I like Ameritrade better. The fees are a little bit lower. You have more negotiating power. I teach my students how to get the cheaper commission rates and all of that too with Ameritrade. So anyways, let me show you now on the actual chart. Let me see if I can actually... No, we can't. Maybe. Yeah, 5 minutes is good enough. Take you guys right back to that specific day. Now, actually, I'll get into this later. So, now I'll get into it right now. So, one little idea that I want to point out there is please don't try to assume what I'm doing on how I know this or how I know that. I purposely even remove, for example, if I use any indicators or anything like that, I will purposely remove them from the video or from the example because I don't want anybody trying to assume, oh yeah, I see he's using the this, that indicator there. First of all, I'm not a big fan of indicators. Let me just set that out there for those of you that don't know me. I don't, I kind of like quote unquote make fun of people that only trade based on technical analysis. There's a lot more to it. But the one main reason, there's 2 main reasons actually, but one main reason why I remove like the indicators and all that is because I don't want you trying to assume, oh yeah, I see he uses this blah, blah, blah indicator. He probably does this, probably does that, and then you go and lose your money because you're using it wrong. There's specific ways that I use specific things, and I teach my students all about all this. So, I don't want you to see that I use a certain line and realize, oh yeah, he bought it because it, got above that line, but when in reality, that's not what I did. That line just, I used it in a different way, but then now you might go and think that, I had somebody email me the other day saying, hey man, I'm tired of trying to piece together everything from watching your YouTube videos and other people's YouTube videos of trying to figure out your strategy and how do you know. So I'm like ready to take your mentorship course. And one thing that I wanted to point out is that when I make these videos for you guys, it's not more so in terms of trying to teach you exactly what I did or exactly why I got in or why I knew to get in or things like that. You guys got to understand, I have students, every 60 days I take 5 students that watch me trade live for 60 days. So this is another thing. For those of you that are complaining that, oh no, the video wasn't a live trade, it only showed the exit. Well, if you want to see me trade live, then that's, what the mentorship course is for. That's why I have it designed that way so that you guys can come watch me trade live for 60 days. So it wouldn't necessarily be fair to my students if I'm, they're teaching them that stuff, or if they're paying me to do that, or if they've taken like my video lesson course or something like that, and then all of a sudden I just come here and I'm giving it all away to you guys for free. It's just not fair. And I'm a man of equality. I like to keep things fair. And at the same time, I like to give you guys as much content as possible. I want to try and help people understand what they should do, what they shouldn't do when getting into the market. I want them to understand things. You know, I don't want anyone to learn about options and just go willy-nilly into the options market, you know, and not knowing anything. I want them to at least understand. That's why I try to explain certain things. You know, I do these videos so people don't, you know, think there's anything shady going on when I say, yeah, look I made $2,000 on Apple in 2 hours with only, like, you know, a $5,000 investment. You know, that doesn't sound right, because you're going to be like, how did you put $5,000 into this and make $2,000? This just doesn't make sense. So that's why I do these videos, is to kind of show you guys what's possible and show you guys how things work when you learn. So please don't try to assume, oh yeah, he's doing this, oh yeah, he's doing that, and then you're going to go and try and do it on your own, because then you're probably going to lose. Like the guy that he said he emailed me, he's been just watching the YouTube videos, trying to learn on his own by piecing things together. He's probably wasted, no, he's guaranteed wasted a lot more time, because my courses don't take 2 years. And a lot more money I can guarantee he's wasted in the losses just trying to figure things out on his own. So please don't do that. I'm just going to point that out right now. You know, that's one reason why it's not fair to my students, and I don't want you trying to assume something the wrong way. You know, my video lesson course, it's over 12 hours long. It's not just one strategy that we use here. So if I was going to teach you guys everything here in this one video, it would be a 12-hour long video. I'm also not trying to do that, so hopefully you can understand why I structure things the way I do. But anyways, let me get back into it here now. So May 16th is right here. This is May 16th. 10/19 is where we got into the trade. Let's just zoom in only on this day. So 10/19 is somewhere right around here. One of these two candles is where I got in the trade. I started in, remember I did 6 contracts, and it cost $1,824. Oops, I should probably plug this in. So, let's look at the second order, because there was a second part to it now. Here we go. Here's the second order now. I bought 4 more contracts of VLO, same one. Instead of buying it for $3.04, now I bought it for $3.30. I added in this contract, these 4 contracts, to get me to full size at 1042. So 1042 would be somewhere right around here. Right around here is where I added in full size. So 4 contracts at $330 each now. 330 times 4 is 1,320. So 1,320 plus the initial 1,824 that went into the trade makes the trade cost exactly $3,144. Sure, there's a little bit of commissions and all that kind of nonsense there, so let's just call it $3,200. Trust me, it's not, we don't have $60 of commissions right here on this, but let's just say we do. So $3,200 is what the trade cost. Let me plug this in real briefly here so it doesn't die on me. There we go. Alrighty. So that's where we're at. We have a month of time. Again, if you watch my previous videos, you know that we don't hold it until the expiration date or anything like that. That's like a different scenario. But I'm just saying we have time. And I was planning on holding it for a while too. So back to the VLO. I got in here, added in around here, and then I held the trade overnight, which was my plan. Boom! So it closed. The stock was at $115 per share. That's where it closed at. It gaps up overnight and opens at about $116.50, we'll call it. So it gaps up by $1.50. So I literally made money overnight. I made a profit overnight. Like I woke up to a profit. So let me show you guys now the closing orders. Now here's the closing order. Next morning, wait a minute. Let me just redo this real quick. This is on Eastern time. I apologize. I'm looking at... See, this is another thing. Ameritrade at least can help me, keep everything on Pacific time. So the VLO, let's take it back. I actually got in, would be, instead of 10:19 and 10:45, it was 7:19 and 7:45. I apologize. So right around here is where I got in the trade. Initially, for the 1,800. Then right around here is where I added in the next 4 contracts for 1,200. But either way, it really doesn't matter. The point is I got in the day before, regardless if it was like right here or if it was like right here. Either way, like they're right around the same price or anything like and all that stuff. So that's that. So anyways, now let me bring it back to all of these. So these are the entry ones. And here's my first exit one, 9:33 a.m. Eastern time. I'm on Pacific time, so I'm 3 hours behind. So it's 6:33 a.m. for me. So market opens up, and I'm kind of letting it do what it does for a second. And you can see we sold 7 of them. Same everything. Next day, see, we got in 5:16, got out 5:17. Next day, I sold 7 for $5.20 each. So that's $520 each. So let's do the math. 520 times 7 is 3,640. Keep in mind, we still have 3 contracts. Remember, the total trade was 10 contracts. We bought 6, then 4. So we had 10. So now, and remember, the cost of that total trade of 10 of them was about 3,200. We just sold 7 of them for 3,640, and we still have 3 left. So we pretty much went from, let's just say right here, to somewhere in this candle is where I got out. Because this is a 5-minute candle. This represents 5 minutes of time. So this is 6:30 to 6:35, basically. So from here to here, overnight. And then the rest of the 3, here's the last closing order. Sell 3, VLO, everything the same, at 9:44. So I held these for another 10, 11 minutes just to see. And then I sold these 3 for $565 each. So remember, we initially sold these ones for 3,640. We'll just say 3,650 for the sake of it. Now we sold these for, let's do the math, 3 times 565. 1,695 is what this one comes out to. So add it both together. We'll just call it 1,700. So 1,700 plus the 3,650 equals 5,350. So we sold the trade total for 5,350. Remember, we bought the trade for less than $3,200. No, that doesn't mean we were risking $3,200. If the stock, it's not like we were going to hold it until this went to 0. We have a plan for everything. I'm just saying that's what it cost. Why isn't it letting me open the other one? Here we go. Remember, it was 3,200-ish, somewhere around that. I think it was like 3,144 exactly. You can rewind the video if you want to know. But I remember I tried to calculate the commissions and all that stuff into. So there we go. 3,200 to 5,350. And that 944 would be 644 for me, which is basically I closed the rest out somewhere right around this area. So look at it, even went higher. I could have made more money. Am I going to get mad? No, not at all. I could have held it a lot longer too and made more. As a matter of fact, if you guys remember from the previous, I'm pretty much hinting, you better go watch the previous video too if you haven't already, where I made the $2,000 profit on Apple. I said specifically I wouldn't be surprised if it hit 230 by Monday. Well, I forgot Monday was a holiday, Labor Day, so the market was closed. So technically today, Tuesday, is Monday. Look we're at 229. 229.18. I'm like off by like, what, 80 cents, not even $1. How did he know? But anyways, that's for a different time. And that, I mean, who knows? It can still go higher in the day. I'm not saying anything. The day is not done. It's literally just the morning time. Like, day is halfway over. But anyways, so back to the VLO. That was pretty much that trade. It was an overnight trade. I could have made a lot more money if I kept holding it. I had plenty of time. If I held it all the way up to here, it would have been like a $4,000 trade probably. I could have held it all the way to here. That's not the point. So that was pretty much that VLO trade here for you guys, for those that were asking about it. $2,000. Now, with E-Trade, I can only screenshot like right before I close the trade out. Once I close the trade out, it disappears. So that's why, it shows actually less. We got it at 3,200, sold it for 5,300 and, whatever. That's like, 2,100 and something profit total. So a little bit more than it shows. But anyways, that was that. I did it on a different app. It was a trade that I did holding it overnight, so you don't have to trade every single day, day trading. The main reason why I day trade on a regular basis is because I have my students watching me on a daily basis. So, it wouldn't really be that exciting to come to a course where I'm like, all right, guys, we're going to just place this trade and we'll come back, in 3 days. What kind of a, it's not that exciting. I like to excite and entertain my students. I want them to be happy with what they got from me in the mentorship. So, it's more exciting when I'm like, all right, here's what we're doing today. And they see me, oh my God, he just made $600. Like, what? It's just exciting, So anyways, there's multiple ways you can handle the market. When you have the knowledge, you can really do whatever you want and whatever's convenient for you. The reason why I was trading like this around that time is because I was really sick. So I didn't really have the time or the energy or the brain power, if you will, to be, trading during that time. So I, with the mindset that I was in and the way like I was like dying and all that, I didn't really think that, it was smart of me to be day trading and all that. So anyways, that's that. When you have the knowledge, you can do whatever you want. So I don't want to run this video on longer than it needs to. I don't know how long it is already, but I'm pretty sure it's really long, and I'm pretty sure half of you have already probably stopped watching it by now. So if you are still watching it, thank you. I appreciate you. But really, that's all that went into the trade. VLO. It doesn't matter what app you use, what program you use. As long as you have the knowledge, you'll be fine. Like I said, it could have been a lot more profit too. Imagine if I was holding all 10 of them still all the way up here. It would have been, some decent change there. So anyways, that was that. And then, the Facebook one from today, like I said, what's with all this ruckus going on here? My goodness. Oh, okay, that was from there. I took the profit on it today. Little $600 profit, nothing crazy. I'm sorry, $595 profit, nothing too crazy. And that's pretty much that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It went higher. It's still holding up there. So anyways, that's that. So if you enjoyed it, subscribe, do the whole thumbs up thing. You guys know the deal. I don't have to say this every single time. You guys know the deal though. Follow me on Instagram at BijanTrades. Follow me on Twitter at who'sBijanT. And like I say, if you want to learn how to do this stuff, you want to learn directly from me, then go to the website, or you can email me directly at contact@BijanTrades.com to get an application for the next mentorship course. This upcoming mentorship course I'm planning on it being my last one for a while. I plan to take a break for the first half of 2019. So if you want to learn, now is the time. The next mentorship course starts in about a month, and we have only 3 spots left at this point. So if you want a spot, you guys know what to do. I already say it in all the videos. So that's pretty much that, guys. And like I say, if you don't want to turn in an application, you think the application is too long or whatever it is, you don't have the time, you work a full-time job. I do have other mentorship course options that will work as well. But even if you don't have time, you work a full-time job, you go to school, you have a family, all that stuff. I even have a work at your own pace course that you can learn from. So if you really want to do this, there really is no excuse. But that's pretty much that, guys. So just have a great rest of your guys' day, and I will see you in the next video.